I recently watched the Captain Underpants film and rather enjoyed it. So I decided it's time to watch the Christmas special, Captain Underpants, Mega Blissmas, and I thought it was pretty good. This was released in 2020. It's about 45 minutes, so it's just feature length. It's directed by David H. Brooks, Erik, Kling, Kevin Peaty, and is written by Mark Banker and Matt Smith, based on the novels by Dav Pilkey. We have a voice cast including Nat Faxon, Jay Gragnani, Ramone Hamilton, Sean Astin, Jim Cummings, and various others. And, well, yeah, Jim Cummings is absolutely fantastic. And when I heard him talk, he voices Santa Claus. And as soon as I heard him talk, immediately I thought, that's Peet. That's Peet, Disney character, Mickey Mouse's, well, enemy/friend, depending on which era of Mickey Mouse we're talking about. He really uses the voice that sounds so much like Peet. So whenever Santa Claus was talking, it just sounded like Peet. And I just thought it was so funny. I rather enjoyed that quite a lot. The film does, of course, include Santa Claus because the boys are in charge of the Christmas pageant, but they decide to make some changes to it. And George and Harold are delighted with their changes, but most other people aren't. They like the tradition. So they decide to go back in time to change the traditions, which I thought was clever. Rather than trying to convince people today that their traditions are not what they want them to be, go back in time so that they think their traditions are what you want them to be instead. And yeah, it was clever. I mean, you obviously need to suspend disbelief a little bit, but as a concept, I thought it worked quite well, and I rather enjoyed it. They also have to learn that actually maybe traditions are traditions for a reason, and changing them may not give them the results that they completely want. And I'll say no more than that. Obviously, Santa Claus has an appearance in this, which I thought was a really lovely touch. The story works well. I thought it was a nice execution and great pacing. As I said, 45 minutes-ish, and it could have been a bit longer. I wouldn't have minded, but the time there, I think, worked really well. It never felt like anything was being rushed or anything. It's absolutely fine. The animation quality is really satisfying. The characters are interesting. The voice acting's quite amusing and very, very well done. And it does feel very festive. So if you're looking for a fun animation to get you into the festive spirit, this one could be a really great one to go with. I didn't watch this one last year. I have a long list of Christmas films, and I didn't watch this one last year because I hadn't seen the Captain Underpants film. That being said, if for whatever reason you're not actually that interested in Captain Underpants, but you do want to watch a Christmas film, you absolutely could watch this without no other knowledge of the characters or what's going on or the backstory. You could still enjoy it for what it is, but obviously if you've seen the animation, you'll get more out of it. And I assume if you've read the books, you'll get more out of it as well. But I do recommend the feature film, and if you're in the mood for a fun Christmas animation with some nice messages, great characters, fabulous voice acting, and a really lovely animation style, then Captain Underpants Mega Blissmas is certainly one that I'm happy to recommend.